Wow, it's really nice to see so many of you join. Hi Fayaz. Hi Manish R936. Hi Aksa. Hi Ranjana. Hi Aman. Okay, great. So as some of you may already know, we are going to talk about what stops you from talking in English. Right, so let's just wait for a few more people to join before we start. Okay, Manish, thank you for sending a request. You will get a chance to be a part of this live in some time. Okay, hello Dabu, hello Tushar, hi Bit21998, and hi Sanya. Okay, so are you has it ever happened to you that, all of a sudden you're talking and then you can't find a word? Or maybe, sometimes your mind just goes blank when you're trying to say something in English? Has it ever happened to you? Hi Sanya. Hello Bittu. Hi Pavan. Okay, so these are really common things, right? And if this is true for you, that's what today's session is about, right? Do you sometimes feel hesitant when you are talking, scared even, or sometimes do you use a lot of fillers, like and you can't find the word, and you're very nervous, right? So these things happen. Sometimes your voice becomes very shaky. And sometimes you just stop talking, right, in the middle, and then you're like, okay, I cannot do this, right? If these things are true for you, then today's session will really help. Hi Archana. Hi Upasna. Hi Mansi. Okay, so let's start by talking about what exactly do you need to speak in English. If you're trying to speak in English, if you want to learn to speak in English, first you need to have the basic language. Can anybody tell me what are some parts of the basic language? Hello Nitish, hello Tushar. Can anyone tell me some important parts of, some things that you need to learn before you can speak a language? Do you need to learn some words? Yes, right? And you need to know a little bit of grammar. And you also, exactly, vocabulary. Thank you, Aditi. And you might also need some pronunciation. So these are things that you need to speak a language. But I have noticed, and you might agree, a lot of people who know these things, who know some words, who know some grammar, they are still not able to talk in English. So that brings us to the question, what is stopping them? Thank you, Piyush. Yes, of course you need vocabulary. So what exactly is it that's stopping them? I think one of the biggest confidence, yes, you're right, Mansi, right? So one of the biggest reasons why you lose confidence, I've had students come up to me in class and say things like, ma'am, I can't speak in English. My English is very bad. Other people laugh at me. I'm scared that, if I talk in English, I will look like a fool. So, what should we do then? Are these beliefs helpful? No, right? So these beliefs, these thoughts are stopping us. Yes, what will others think if I do a mistake? Exactly, Piyush. So these thoughts, they are stopping us from becoming more fluent, right? So we need to change the way we think. Why is it that you are not able to, even if you know the words or the grammar, why can't you speak fluently? This is because it is just something new that you are learning. Whenever you learn something new, are you able to speak? Are you able to do it very well in the first go? No, right? So this is the hesitation that comes from doing something new. And we need to also, we are very comfortable with our mother tongue. So we talking in our mother tongue is in our comfort zone, right? And we don't like to step outside of our comfort zones. Right, so what should we do in this case? What we can do is, instead of thinking that I cannot speak in English, we can change that to I cannot say this particular thing. if you keep an open mind like that, this might lead you to the question, okay, how can I learn to say this thing? And that is very achievable, isn't it? I'm sure you can think of lots of options. There are tons of YouTube videos. There is like so much stuff to practice. There are classes like inlingua that you can take to learn the language. But just believing that you cannot speak English, that will really stop you. Right? This brings me to another point that I keep hearing in the class. Ma'am, I don't have the vocabulary. So, ma'am, once I learn new words and once I know all the grammar, then I will talk. Right? Can anybody ever become perfect in a language? I don't think so. Right? Language is huge. It's big. We cannot learn everything. Right? So, we should not even try. First, we should learn to use the language that we already have. And we all know some of the language, right? So, even if at a basic level, especially here in India, we know so many English words. So instead of just trying to learn more and more new words that we won't use, it's better to focus on the words that we do know, right? You tell me, what is better? Using the vocabulary that you already know, or just learning new words and just putting them in the back of my head without using it? What is better? I think you should definitely first learn what you know. Fluency is like this. It's like blocks. You can learn blocks of language and over time you become fluent with it. After that, you reach a place where you can talk well. Have you seen children? Children, do they start speaking in sentences? No matter how much you teach them, exactly using what you know, Fayaz. That's a very good summary. What happens is, if you see children, they start with words like yes, no, I want, give me, or just like nouns like chocolate, food, water. So they are using the vocabulary that they have and they are able to communicate. That is where we need to start. Use what you have. Right? Another thing that I hear is, ma'am, I can understand very well, I can write very well, I can read very well, but I can't speak very well, or I can't speak at all. So in this case, what should I do? Am I bad at speaking? So I tell them, it's not that you are bad at speaking. There is just an imbalance in practice. In school, you have read things in English. You've written your exam papers in English, and even if you haven't in school, then afterwards now you do internet research. You write something on Google. We all use English, right? So we use English to write. We watch English shows. We also read things in English like newspapers. But when do we really practice speaking? Why do we have to wait till we get very good at it to start? We don't, right? So if there is an imbalance of practice, if you are good at reading, listening and writing, what should you do about speaking? You have to practice. Just give me a second. Right. So let's talk about the ways that we can practice. Actually, I'll be giving you 10 tips today to improve your English. And the way a lot of students again tell me that, ma'am, I don't have anybody to practice with. I live alone, or maybe nobody in my family speaks in English. So what should we do in that case? These tips are things that you can do alone. Okay, and obviously it's more fun to practice in groups, and there are lots of classes that you can join, but that should not stop you from practicing alone. We need to remember, why exactly are we practicing? Why do you there must be a reason why you want to learn English, right? Maybe you want to you want better career opportunities, maybe better social interactions, maybe just personal growth. So you need to keep the aim in mind before you can start practicing, which will motivate you to start practicing. And as far as mistakes are concerned, mistakes are so common. Everybody makes mistakes. But you can't stop, right? Just because you make a mistake, you need to be a fighter. You cannot stop at the first obstacle, right? So we will talk about these and many other things. Right now, what I want you to do is, I want some of you to come on live. I'm opening the floor. You can send me requests now. And we'll talk about the problems that you face, and I will try and give you some helpful tips. Okay, so please send a request to join, and I will try and solve your problems, or at least counsel you to give you a few tips that you can use to improve. Okay, I have a request right here. Hi, Manish.
Hi, ma'am.
How are you?
I am fine, and how are you?
I'm for asking. So, Manish, tell me, what is it that you struggle with? What stops you from speaking in
Uh,
English?
Firstly, that uh, I don't start the line, and in somewhere, somehow between other people start talking, and my point, what I have to put, uh, they already tell, and I don't have anything to tell because that point is already been covered.
Okay.
and and I also think firstly many times I have to translate it into my mind. Then I think, oh, it's not fine, or I'm not good, or I should stop this time. I will try for the next time,
Okay. I
and it stops.
Okay. So, that happens to a lot of us. It's just something new, Manish. So, don't think that you are not good at it. It is very important to feel confident, right? So, what if somebody has said a point? You can change how you say it, and you can still say it. If you are practicing to speak, say it anyways, right? So,
Yes.
you need to speak, and what can help you, I think, is how do you practice?
I practice. Sometimes I talk to myself. I I walk and I converse myself that what I am telling. I continue to speak something into my mind, and initially it was difficult for me, but time to time, it improves. Now I can speak little bit, and
Yes.
uh, sometimes I also see in the mirror, but in the mirror I don't tell too much, but walking, and I that I can talk to myself in English. And at my workplace there is a guy who is South Indian, so especially I live with him because he doesn't know Hindi, and we have to talk in English at anyhow. So in a day I have to practice him for I practice him for half an hour or 1 hour. It goes
Yeah,
with
that's
him.
that's wonderful, Manish. It's amazing that you have a friend that can help you. And practicing in the mirror really works. Okay, you can do that. Try recording yourself also. Another tip that I can give you is, do you like watching TV shows?
Yes, ma'am. But nowadays am not some. I don't have time to
If you watch
so it.
anything, you can just, after that, after you watched it, you can summarize it. Try to speak and don't keep it in your head. Whatever thoughts you have, don't just think and practice inside your head. Speak and practice. Thinking is easy,
Yes.
okay? You need to speak. Every time you feel, oh, should I speak in Hindi now? No, don't. Speak in English, even if it is difficult, and you will definitely get better. Record yourself. You're already very good. I can completely understand what you're saying. And whatever you're doing seems to be working. You're speaking confidently, right?
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Manish. I hope that helped. I will be giving some tips, so please stay till the end. I'll be talking about like other things that you can do to practice.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Does anybody else want to talk about their problems? Thank you, Manish. Right. So, is there anybody else who would like to discuss the problems that they face? Please send me a request to join. Thank you, Surbi. So, anybody else, anybody who faces these problems, who hesitates when speaking, or maybe doesn't have the right vocabulary, or maybe gets very nervous in presentations or in office place. Is there anyone like that? Would you like to discuss it here on the live? Okay, so till the time I get a request, let me talk about these tips that I mentioned earlier. Right. So we've already discussed what are some reasons that are stopping us, right? We believe that we can't speak. That's one major reason, right? The second, right, we'll be talking about that, ordinary guy. You can come on live if you want, and we can discuss the problems that you're facing. Great. So, like I was, okay, I have a request right here. Just give me a second.
Hello.
Hi, Firaz. How are you?
Hello. I'm good. I'm good.
Okay. So, what are some problems that you face in terms
Ah,
of fluency?
so I think I don't know when I feel somebody is like having good fluency in English than me. I don't know, like something happens. I stop.
Yeah, that happens, right? It happens because of peer pressure. Also, I don't know if you've noticed, but when you're talking in a relaxed manner, when you're focusing on what you are talking instead of the words that you are saying, you don't make so many mistakes. But when you start thinking about the mistakes that you're making, then that is when everything goes downhill. Have you noticed that?
Okay. I think so. Yeah. Yeah. I think so.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. That
Right.
that
So,
is there. Yeah.
right. So what can
What
you do?
should be I
Okay,
doing?
one of the okay. One thing that you can do, something that can help with the hesitation is, um, you can put, and this is something that is recommended by speech therapists. So you can put on earphones, okay, play some
Okay.
music, light music, then record yourself on a different
Mm-hmm.
device, obviously, while speaking. So you're
Okay.
listening to something, so you can't hear your voice.
Mm-hmm.
But when you speak, then you don't hesitate, right? It's your voice and it's your belief that you can't speak well that stops you. So do that a few
Mm-hmm.
times, and you will notice in your recording that it gets much better and your English will
Okay.
improve. And this is proven, this is a genuinely proven technique. Try it.
Okay. I will. I will
So,
definitely start. I will definitely start
yeah.
this.
And also use every chance that you get to speak in English, right? Make it, don't think in Hindi and then speak in English. Just speak whenever you get the chance. Use simple words. You don't need to use big words. It's not about being impressive. It is about just be able to express your thoughts. So
Okay.
I
Well,
hope
how to
these
start?
tips will,
Yes, definitely. But
yeah.
how will I stop thinking in Hindi? Like that's first language and it comes naturally.
So you don't need to stop thinking in Hindi. It's
Okay.
more about starting to think in English. How that happens is that don't translate. A lot of classes. I've seen so many videos on YouTube. Everybody's like, oh, this is in Hindi, this is called this. In English, this is called this. You will never learn like that. It is not about replacing one thing. It's about learning it in English.
Okay.
So English needs to be learned in English. Don't try and translate. If I ask you, let me ask you a question. So Fayaz, what do you do in your free time?
I just cook and read books and watch some maybe television, yeah, maybe some movies.
Right. So we already know all of these things. Did you first think in Hindi? I don't think
No,
so.
no,
You
no,
weren't able
no,
to
no.
respond. Yeah. So these are things that we believe. We heard this from other people and we believe it, but it's not really like that. It's just about uh, you get a question and you answer it in English. Even if you feel sometimes there's a little voice in your head that says, no, talk in Hindi, it's okay. Don't listen to it. Okay. Just speak
Okay,
in
okay.
English, no matter how difficult it is. It will become easier. With practice, it
Okay.
will definitely become
Okay.
easier.
Oh,
Yeah. So I
thank you.
hope
Thank
that
you so
helps
much.
you.
Thank you, Vanshika.
Thank you
Thank
for
you so much.
joining.
Indeed, it will. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, is there anybody else who would like to join and discuss the problems that they face? Okay, so while I'm waiting for requests, let me just do a very, very quick recap. We talked about believing. You need to believe in the right things, right? You need to believe that you can improve, and you need to think about what you need to improve instead of just saying that I can't improve. Second thing is that you need to, it's okay to make mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes, but that shouldn't, if you don't try at all, then you will never improve, right? Okay. I've received a request. So, 1 second. Hi, Pasna.
Hi ma'am, how are you?
I'm good. I'm glad you were able to join. I remember the last live you were trying to join, and then I don't know what happened, and you weren't able to.
Yeah, but
Yeah. Okay. So it's
I
good.
also joined at the time of daily routine. I joined that time.
I know. I saw your name. Yeah. Good to finally see you.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
thank you.
Let's talk about what problems you face when you try to speak in English.
When I speak in front of someone, I feel so much hesitation. I feel nervous and just because of lack of confidence. I never speak very well in front of anyone.
Okay.
I speak in my mind very well. Yeah.
Right. So I think that is you already know the problem, right? So it is not enough and it is not considered practice to speak in your mind. To actually practice speaking, you need to speak out loud. And for this,
Yeah.
I can give you two, three tips. One I just spoke about. Yeah, one I just talked about. You can put some music and
Yeah.
can you hear me, Upasna?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now I
Yeah,
can hear
okay,
you.
I'm sorry. Yeah, great. So you can put some music on and then speak about any topic and record yourself. You will notice that you don't hesitate. The only hesitation comes from what you think. You think, oh, I'm so bad, I can't speak. That's not the case at all. You can speak quite well, right? And
Okay, I will try.
how do we cure that problem of just thinking in our heads and not speaking? You can practice in front of the mirror, right? You can have
Yeah, sometimes I record my videos when I speak in English. I record my video and I listen that videos later. Uh, uh, I feel I my eyes blinks a lot when I speak. I can't contact eye contact. I have also these problems. I can do eye contact.
So next time, Upasna, when you watch your video, don't look for bad things, look for good things first. I'm sure you should notice that you are able to speak well, okay, and you are able to convey. I can understand what you're saying. That's the whole purpose of speaking, okay. You some things that you can do. You can watch. Suppose you're watching a TV show, right? Just pause the video, repeat what they just said. That will help you
Okay.
practice the language. Another thing you can do is, do you like watching TED talks and YouTube videos and like maybe movies?
Yeah,
Do you like watching that? After you're done watching,
yes, yes, yes.
summarize it. Make it a habit. Open your video recorder. 1 minute, just talk about it. What you just saw, what you liked, what you disliked, what was the summary of the topic. So, this will really help you over time because it's just practice, right? Over time, you will notice yourself definitely getting better. So, try a few
Yeah,
of these
definitely.
things and I'm sure you'll do well. Don't think about other people, and they also make mistakes, right?
Yeah.
It's okay.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you for joining, Upasana. Thank you. Lovely meeting you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So, is there anybody else who would like to share their personal experience? What is stopping you? What makes you freeze sometimes? Anybody? Okay. So, right now let's finally get down to the tips. Right, I've already shared some of the tips. And before we do that, let's just because so many new people have joined in, we can obviously we've talked about beliefs, we've talked about mistakes, and how it's all right to make them, and everybody makes them, but it shouldn't stop you. Next thing to remember is it's not about learning more and more and more new words. That does not help. We already know a lot of words. Let's try using them. Okay. Another thing that we talked about is how a lot of people who don't have other people to speak to, like maybe there's nobody in your family or nobody in your friend circle who speaks in English. But is it important to remember why you are learning English? Yes, right? So you must have some reason that you are taking this difficult path. It can be for better jobs, it can be for better social interactions, all of that, right? So, what are some things that you can do? Number one is to record yourself, right? We've already talked about it. You can record an audio or you can record a video. And then when you listen to it, it will help you build your confidence also. Okay. The next thing that you can do is you can look at yourself, and this helps with eye contact. Does anybody have problems with eye contact? I think Upasana just mentioned that she can't she's not able to look at people when she's talking, so that kind of thing is very normal. So what can we do? We can look at ourselves in the mirror and try. So just shut the door, don't feel this, and try and speak about any topic. It can be, can anybody give me some, does anybody do this? Has anybody tried doing this? No? Okay. So if you do this, it could be about any topic. It can be about like fruits or food that you like, or shows that you've watched, or even your dreams for the future. It can be about anything. The topic does not matter. The main thing is that you need to practice speaking. Right. Another thing that you can do, I've just mentioned it, you can listen to some music on your earphones, like obviously light music, and then try and record yourself while you are speaking. This will get rid of the hesitation, and you will realize that you don't sound as bad as you think. The third thing that you can do is you can read aloud. What does that mean? It means that just pick up anything, pick up a newspaper, pick up a book, and once you when you do that, you can just try, and you can start with just 2 minutes and go on to 5 minutes or 10 minutes, and you can read it properly with the right intonation. That can also help you with your tones. Right? Has anybody tried that? Hi everyone. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. The Instagram just stopped working and it crashed. I'm really sorry about that. Yeah, hi Satish. Okay, so I don't know. Everybody just froze and I couldn't, and I kept on talking. So I'll just repeat what I said. I'm really sorry about this, everyone. So just to give the tips to you, I'll just end with the tips. So the first one is to record yourself in the mirror. It really helps you make eye contact. The second one is that to record yourself. This will help you improve your confidence. First of all, you'll realize you're not as bad as you think. Secondly, it really helps to isolate the errors you are making again and again, right? So it can help you improve. The third thing is to read aloud. So, pick up the newspaper, pick up a book, pick up anything to read, and just read aloud. Make it a practice. Do it for 2 minutes, and then eventually do it for 5 minutes. So slowly you can become better at this, right? And you will be able to speak more fluently. The fourth thing that you can do is you should talk in English every chance you get. So somebody asks you a question, for example, customer care, you call somebody up in the customer care, talk in English. It's okay. It doesn't matter if you're not the best or if you can't think of a word. Just practice, right? So even with your friends, instead of saying something in Hindi, choose to say it in English. Next thing that you can do is you can again, like I said, contact customer care. Okay, so pick the English option, talk to them about maybe a made up complaint. Don't overuse this or they will just block you. So you can do that. You can call them and make a complaint and practice your English over there. Another thing you can do is that you can use earphones to listen to some music and at the same time record your voice talking about a topic that you are familiar. Sometimes, ma'am, I don't catch fluent person's sound. Okay, so I don't understand what you mean by that. Would you like to come on live and talk about it a little bit? Is it Advocate Gagan Raman? If you want, you can come on live and I can help you solve this problem. Okay, just to go on with my list, another thing that you can do is you can watch when you're watching your English videos or English shows or English YouTube videos, just yes, so you can send me a request for live. There's a camera button here. Okay, great. I'm just going to finish my list. Just give me 2 seconds. So I will, then you can talk about, then you can summarize the TV shows or you can summarize the video in your own words and don't do it in your head. Do it out loud. Okay. Hello.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah, hello. What's your name? How do I call you?
Ma'am, my name is Gagan, and I am a student of inlingua even S2.
Okay.
Batch.
Okay, great. Hi, Gagan. It's great to talk to you. Can you tell me what are some problems that you face?
Ma'am, sometimes I don't catch up the fluency. Like you are very very good speaking, but sometimes a person very fluent in English and I don't catch up, like High Court Justice. Sometimes I don't catch fluency.
Okay. So do you mean you cannot understand what they are saying?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay. So listening again is what you can do is you need to develop a ear for the language. What that means is you need to maybe listen and watch things in.
Okay.
Shows in English or movies in English?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I don't watch show in English.
Okay. So I would recommend doing that. Even if you don't like watching TV shows, that TED Talks or so many videos on YouTube. Watch it in English. Start with subtitles. You know what subtitles are? Those whatever the speaker is saying, it comes in writing, right? So you can start with that and slowly it will become easier. So as you listen to it more and more and more, you will be able to understand. It is normal, okay, for if you have not practiced something, it is normal not to be very good at it. Just practice it a little bit more. You've done law. I'm sure you understand that, how important it is to practice, things. It's
And
not.
ma'am, sometimes I think when I was in Delhi as an advocate, देन वहाँ पर एक सराउंड था एंड आई विल कम बैक माय होम टाउन कोटा राजस्थान then I think there is no English spoken persons surround. So how how can I grow my speaking?
Right. So, like I said, no, this is again very common problem. What you can do is, Gagan, you can again watch. You have to use. You have internet. It's the biggest tool. So you can you watch YouTube videos, right? YouTube anything. So watch it and listen to it, and also try and speak. After, like for example, whatever tips I have given, can you summarize it for me? What did I just say? Some tips that I gave.
Sorry, ma'am.
I gave you 3 suggestions. Can you tell me what I told you? Just repeat. You can. What did I say you can do?
First, watch the web shows and YouTube's and
Yes.
listen the subtitles of web shows.
Okay. What else?
And I think you said repeat your sound in recording
Yes.
in previous live session.
Right. You can always listen, and you're listening and you're able to speak also. So as you listen over time, it becomes much easier. Okay. So right. And I think what will really motivate you, Gagan, is you should remember why. Why is it important to learn? You need to, if you learn, you will become a better communicator, right? And communication is a very important part of your job. So that will motivate you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, that's what keeps you
Yes, ma'am.
motivated. So homework, go and watch TV shows. See, where will you find such a teacher? Homework is to
Okay.
watch shows. That will really help you. Okay, listening. I'm sure you have your inlingua videos or audios also. You know that the website and the link where you can go and listen. In your class, they must have told you. No?
Yes, ma'am. Bhavna ma'am sent the recordings of the classes.
Okay. So you can ask Bhavna ma'am next time. She will tell you how you can find audios on the Inlingua website, and you can practice with them.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for joining, Gagan. So I've just
Okay.
received
Thank you so
one
much.
more request. I'm adding him. Thank you, Gagan. You can leave. Thank you. I hope I helped.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah. Hi. Uh,
Hello. Good evening,
Good
ma'am.
evening. Can you tell me what are some problems that you face when?
Ma'am, actually, I started right now for speaking English. Whenever I speak English, so I feel lack of confidence or hesitation and many problems. I am not when I speak Hindi, so I speak with fluence, but in English I stuck everywhere, or I think I am speaking wrong English.
Okay. So you've been talking in Hindi for a very long time, no? English
Yes,
for
ma'am.
short time. So practice will make you definitely better. You know this already, right? Um,
Yes, ma'am.
it is normal for you not to be very fluent. It does not mean that you cannot speak. It just means that you can practice and become better. Okay. And
Okay.
do you have some friends that you can practice speaking English with?
Ma'am, I have no atmosphere for speaking English.
Okay. So even if you don't have the right environment, you can still practice on your own, right? Do you know how you can practice on your own? Any ideas? Can you have
Yes.
have you recorded yourself ever? Have you just recorded yourself speaking? So
Ma'am, your voice is not audible properly.
okay? Is it better now? Can you hear me?
Ma'am, yes, is it better now?
Okay. So, yeah, have you ever recorded yourself? Like just recorded yourself talking and then listen to it?
Ma'am, I am posting a video right now because, hello?
Yeah, now can you hear me?
Yes, now.
Okay.
Now it's clear, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Great, Anubhav. So, you can stand in front. I think Vaibhav here is giving some good suggestions. You can stand in front of the mirror. You can look at yourself. Eye
Okay,
contact is
ma'am.
important for confidence, right? You can look at yourself and you can practice
Uh,
on any topic. So you don't need to worry about what will I talk. It can be about anything, about fruits, about vegetables, about things you like, things you don't like, people you don't like. Pick a topic and just speak. Over time, when you keep talking, and even with the language that you
Okay.
know, it's not about learning new things. That is separate. You already know. Can you understand? Do you watch in English TV shows and all that?
Ma'am, yes, but which if words is normal words I understand, but if vocabs is advanced vocabs, so I am not able to understand everything.
Okay.
But yes, 60 to 70% I understand
So that's
if
good,
I watch anything.
right? So if you can understand 60 to 70%, that means you can talk about it. That's a lot. So next time you watch something, pause it, or after it is over, just in your own words, talk about what you just watched. That will really, you will have the vocabulary because you've just watched it, and it will help you with your confidence.
Okay, ma'am.
So that's one technique that you can use. Another thing is, like I've just said, you can call up customer care and you can practice speaking with them. You can also
Yes, ma'am.
read aloud. Can you if it can be anything, newspaper, just read it out loud to yourself. Over time, your brain will pick up the rhythm of you speaking, and you will definitely see an improvement. Okay.
Okay,
So
ma'am. Ma'am, according to you, I want to know one thing about from you. According to you, grammar is important or not?
grammar is important, but what is most important is that you practice. So what happens is,
Practice.
what happens is, Anubhav, everybody, see, think of this as a path. You have started, everybody is learning English. Okay, some learn it fast, some learn it slowly, some pick up grammar very quickly, some take time. But what about a person who does not move only, who does not practice? Do you think that person will be able to reach their goal? No, right? So
Yes,
you
ma'am.
have to at least move forward step by step. Practice what you already
Okay,
know,
ma'am.
and then you can always
Okay.
learn new things. It has to be a balance of both,
Okay, ma'am.
right?
Yes,
A
ma'am.
lot of times we don't
Yes, ma'am.
understand how much we know. You already know a lot. At least become fluent in that. You can always learn more things.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay? Yeah. Thank you for joining, Anubhav.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you all for joining today. I'm just going to sum up everything together, and then I will end this session here today. So, as I've repeatedly said, mirror, talk in front of the mirror, record yourself, read aloud, talk to customer care, summarize TV shows, books, things you've read. You try and use simple words. Try and talk in English whenever you get the chance. And most importantly, remember why you are learning the language. That is what will keep you motivated. It is not enough that, I will learn everything, I will learn the vocabulary, I will learn the grammar. After I am perfect, then I will start talking. That is not how it works. You may be able to understand, but you will not be able to talk till you practice. It's not enough to think in your head. You have to speak. Okay, let's see what Vaibhav is saying. As your day starts to think in Hindi, same thing, try to think in English. That might also help. Right. Okay, those are good tips, Vaibhav. Right. So whenever you find yourself talking in Hindi, stop, talk in English instead. Okay, don't listen to that voice in your head that says you are not a good speaker, what will happen, others will laugh, or you will look like a fool. Don't listen to it. It is just a period of practicing. You will get better. And you know that communication skills and English, they are very, very connected in today's world, right? We need, when we talk about becoming, when any you go to work anywhere, better communication skills, it means better English, right? So that is what brings us all together. And it is very important for communication skills for it to be fluent. How can we work on that? Don't think about things you don't have. Think about things that you do have and work on them. Okay. And in the end, I'd just like to say that obviously there are a lot of institutes where you can go. There are a lot of videos that you can do. There are some worksheets also, but the main focus is on practicing. You can do it on your own also if you want. um, just pay attention to this, that when you join an institute, be careful that they don't put all the levels together. Like for example, at inlingua we have 6 different levels, and we put students in each level according to their level. So we take a test, and then you are put in the right level. This ways you are able, you don't feel very underconfident, and the strong students don't feel like, why am I learning this. It is a very good balance, and in this way there is a lot of progress that can be seen. And we just do a lot of speaking activities. People who say they don't have anyone to practice, you can join us, and then we have group sessions, 10 to 12 to 15 students, and lots of opportunities to talk. Right. So if you want to know anything about our courses, you can DM us on this same account, inlingua New Delhi. And other than that, you can try all of these tips and you will definitely see an improvement in yourself. Okay, so just one last thing. So Rachna is saying, how can I improve our Scottish language? Because it's a little bit different from English. Right. So, Rachna, I understand the Scottish accent is very different from English, but can I improve? Basically, I want to know the source. Of course, you can improve. First of all, it's the same for any language. You can watch Scottish TV series and all that, develop an ear for it, so that the language and the accent becomes easier to understand. So do that. You have to immerse yourself in the culture, right? You can listen to Scottish music, and slowly, slowly, you'll start picking up, and the accent will become easier. And it's great that you are in an English speaking country. That will definitely help you improve very quickly, because you know how sometimes you have to talk in English. They can't understand you otherwise. So you will get a lot of practice over there. Go out, have a lot of conversations, meet new people. Don't feel conscious. In India, you might feel that, oh, I don't know English, but outside there are lots of people who don't know English. It is all right. So go have great conversations, meet a lot of people, and you will definitely improve, right? Don't think about, oh, I can't speak. Just think about, oh, I cannot say this. How can I learn to say this? Look for it, find it, and use it. Okay. That is all for today. Thank you all for joining, and I will see you all in the next live. Bye bye.